Hi guys, Carl here, KE0JWK. I had told at least one of you here on YouTube and a few people on Facebook that I'd give a little more detail about how I converted this antenna. As you can see, I think I've already gone over this part, so I'll make it quick. I had some aluminum. I just cut a triangle out. I don't know, it's about a foot on each side. Attached the 95-pound magnets to it. I had a couple old mirror mounts that I bolted in the middle, which I don't know if I'd trust them for trust that setup for going down the road, but this is for portable use. Going to be sitting still. In fact, it would probably be okay going down the road. But so anyway, had an old Wilson CV antenna from when I was driving a truck back in the day. I'm going to set the phone down a little bit and see if I can. Here, I'll put it right here and see if I can get this thing pried up. There we go. Holds pretty good. So what I did, the antenna originally had. Let me get in a better position. Got cords and wires everywhere. The antenna originally had. Really sorry about that, but the antenna originally had about a 3 or 4 inch stainless stinger in it. Brought it somewhere, I don't know, right around in that area. And I just simply calculated, a little bit of estimation was involved, but the difference between a quarter wave 11 meter antenna and a quarter wave 20 meter antenna. And it put me needing somewhere around 4 foot. Closest thing I had was a stinger that was about 44 inches. And that's what I started with. I got lucky. It was pretty close. It was actually a little long for the phone portion of the general part of for the general part of the band. I operate phones, so I wanted to be right about in the middle of the band with it. Put it pretty close. So what I did then, after I tried this and it seemed to work pretty good, was I decided to make it operable on 40 meters also. So I calculated the difference between this 20 meters and quarter wave 40. Just happened, it came out to somewhere around 16 feet. A little bit of estimation. I just wanted a ballpark. Didn't do any heavy math. It's really easy. You can get close. Worked out about 16 feet that I needed a wire. Just happened to have a piece of wire 16 feet long-ish. I didn't get real accurate because I was going to trim it or lengthen whatever I needed. Yesterday I was using it just wrapped around the ball of the antenna, but I whipped up a couple of alligator clips out of my box this morning, out of my junk box. So I put an alligator clip on, and it will clip right on the ball of the antenna. The way I was using it, if you watch the videos from yesterday, I stood the antenna up, which I'm about to do here for you. Oh, okay. It's a real reach up to the top of my truck. So the antenna stood up. That's a guy rope off of from my Yagi that you're looking at there. I threw a string across it, tied the string onto the end of that 16-footish wire, and kind of stretched it out in an inverted L pattern. So put it on the analyzer, and it just so happened it was almost perfect. I had to unwrap a little of that wire that I've had on the tip to get a few more inches out of it, and it put me just about where I wanted to be. Either way, I'm 1.8 to 1 SWR all the way across the general portion of the 40 meter band. So that worked out well. So today's project, I'm going to try to do the same and make this antenna usable for 80 meters. So I kind of estimated, put me somewhere around 46 feet. I cut myself a 50-foot piece of wire, and this is, you know, nothing special in the wire. This happens to be some a spool of wire that I had from a one of the invisible dog fences. So no big deal, just a wad of wire. Cut it off at 50 feet, and I'm about to get started. I will put this on a series of videos, just because I'm doing it on my phone since I'm outside, and it's a little easier to do that way. So we're going to call this building the antenna or something like that, number one, and the rest of them will be you know, 2, 3, 4, however many it takes me to get it set up. I do already have the laptop outside with the IG VNA software ready to go and the analyzer ready to go. So here we go. This is the end of part one. Carl, KE0JWK. Catch you in a few.